Hey y'all, it's your boy Chelsea Christ Incarnate coming at you. If you don't know, Jesus of Nazareth, come again, the most filtered essence of that. It's just a part of my identity. It's not all of who I am. Anyway, a fellow transgendered, if you're new to the channel, welcome back. If you are a returning viewer, this is a pick a card spread about those who think they're in a twin flame relationship. Now I want to talk for a moment, actually the All-Father wants to talk for a moment about what a twin flame relationship actually is, how it's seemingly rare. It's like the skim surface of those, it's part of the 144,000. So if you've been seeing 144 a lot recently, and I only have like a couple hundred views on, like, if I'm lucky, on my channel. So I'm pretty sure that the people that are drawn to me are those with the capability. They're going through a process of rapid ascension, and you have the choice to become a soldier of love and light by conquering the demons in your own self. Or not. We all have that choice, but you're coming into a state where that's a possibility. 144,000, it doesn't seem like a whole lot considering there are billions of people on this planet, but it's enough. There is safety in numbers, and I'm not the only one who is able to tap into this Christ consciousness and is able to do that healing. I may be the only one that can lay a claim to whatever. I mean, it's all ego, right? It's all an experience. Anyway. I myself am living a twin flame relationship. If you think you're in a twin flame relationship, there's going to be a message for you here, one way or another. That was a very good way of wording what's a message for those who think that they're in a twin flame relationship, because it might leave the door open-ended to say, like, you might not be in one, but I don't know if that's going to be the case. I have no idea. Basically, twin flames are the most triggering experience. You will at first bounce. I call it the yo-yo effect. There's plenty. It's repel, it's magnetism. When you start to heal, they will be gravitated toward you, only to trigger you into a new state of healing if you're not ready. If you reject them in any way, you're not ready. And then you can work on the self, and if you are ready, then it's still it's gonna massage you into that state of divine love. You can only unionize with your twin flame when you know love through spirit, when you know what love is. And that's something that if you're not, this is why Jesus said God rejoices more when a sinner repents. It's paraphrase, but like, people who are raised in a lack of love, help us on the way with an ambulance going by. You know, when people are raised in lack of love, they have that much to unlearn and then learn, whereas some people start from ground zero of like, what is this? And they're taught that from the ground up, but that's an easier route to take, you know. So twin flames often experience the dark before the dawn and know the darkness and have to do that extra climb and come out the other side and be willing to do double time for the love that they are, that they deserve. They have to become aware of their worthiness of this love first and foremost, and accept it for themselves in all other forms before romance and unionization, before the two polars can meet and begin to create something truly, truly magical. It's all part of, it's part of the twin flame project from high upstairs. Like, this time has been prophesized, okay? The ascension had begun at the end of 2012. 2013 happened, 2015 happened, 2017 happened, 2018 happened. At the end of 2020, things are really going to start getting good. All right, consider this a contraction of a rebirth of the human population as a whole. So if you're experiencing it on an individual level, welcome, do the work, help the collective ascend by willing to do the work. Twin flames are designated to do that grunt work for the consciousness of humanity. So if you're in a twin flame relationship, you are automatically a high vibrational being, and you are here to suffer so that you can filter suffering and turn it into blessing. So you can relearn, live this life all over again to what? Do the work to ascend, to be proper conduits, to be the change of before we were here and after we are here, right? So, I'm going to tilt you down so you can see the decks and resonate. I'll timestamp. And nice little chat, 5 minutes, background info. So I have the piles paired up with a crystal. Oh, but you can't really, hold on. Oh, it rolled. That's why. It just rolled. All right. So we have group 1 with the balancing stone of feminine and masculine energy. I always forget what it's called. We have group 2 with, I believe, a red jasper, very sacral and root oriented. This is group 3 with hematite absorption, and group 4 with just a magic stone that I found. Consider it, it's very moonlight. It's purity. It's purity and moonlight. That's what I just heard. All right, so if you need more time, pause for a freeze frame. I'm going to pop you up. And we're going to get started with group 1, who believe that they are in a twin flame ascended relationship. All right, so getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. If you are in contact with your twin flame, you have to be brave and expose your most vulnerable self. And if you're getting ready for your twin flame, like if you're in a rappel or if you haven't met them yet, but you just know, this is getting to know the other half of you, where you fall on the spectrum of the balance of feminine and masculine energy, getting to know yourself, all right? Getting to the deeper reveal. Cleansing your energy in a hidden gift, all right? So whether you're getting ready, or I'm sensing that a fair number who have chosen group 1 are in contact with their twin flame, and seeing the reflection in the mirror and have an opportunity to see what it is through them that you want to change about yourself and not actually the other person. And even though this experience might be a little bittersweet right now, focus on the sweetness and really get to know yourself. Let yourself be triggered, go deep, deep, deep within, and get to know yourself along the journey, because that's what twin flames are. They're people outside of ourselves that resonate the most with all of us. So if they shake us, it's because we need to be shook. You know what I'm saying? So allow things to come into your awareness. There it is, group 1. Take care, rock on. I love you for loving yourself. You know where to find me for future or personal guidance along your ascension. Take care if you're popping off now. Group 2 with the red jasper. If you believe you are in a twin flame relationship, I'm feeling like you're not. You're enamored with the term. It's the love that's romanticized, and it is the love that you deserve. And if you have not met this person yet, I feel like y'all are like figuring out that you might not relate to people on a normal level, that you're an empath, that you're a sensitive, and that there's a reason why it hasn't worked out with anyone as of yet, and you are worthy of that fairy tale ending sort of love. So without meeting this person as your trigger, you can allow the world to be your trigger. All right, so release your ex, time to decide, and amethyst, transformation, certainty, and confidence. The time has come to clear your energy. So the ex doesn't have to be a person. It could be someone that you had your mind on, a crush or whatever. But really, this is time to release your energy about attaching to anyone right now. This is a time to reclaim your power and to allow for a natural flow of adjustment, for you to align into your passions, into your divine life purpose, into divine love frequency, so that the twin flame sort of love can find you. Don't be wishy-washy about what it is that you want. So if you do have a crush or thinking about spending time on a different outlet of romance, it would be a complication. What do you want? Do you want to spend time on other people? Do you want to try healing other people? It doesn't work. Been there, done that, tried it. Take my word for it. Don't do it. Time to decide to be selfish where it counts. Take care, rock on. I love you for loving yourself. You know where to find me for future or personal guidance along your ascension. Take care if you're popping off now. Group 3, hematite. If you think you're in a twin flame relationship, okay, yes you are. And now is the time to not mourn their absence or their distance, whatever the case may be for you. Forgiving and learning, chakra clearing and purification, emotional cleansing and rejuvenation. Only love is real. So if someone is acting or has acted in lack of love, it had nothing to do with you and everything to do with their molecular arrangement of lack of alignment into the frequency of love. So forgive them. They did not know what they did, because I'm sensing they are learning about it right now. They are taking the time to reflect, whoever you're thinking about. And it could be your own mirror self. It could be the other side of you. Just saying. There's a calibration happening, an examining of past patterns, and they don't like the way that they're feeling right now, especially if you're divine feminine watching in question of a divine masculine counterpart, in just the balance of things. They don't like the way they feel. Half of them don't even know why or even how bad that they really feel, because they have nothing really good to compare it to. They're staying in a negative frequency. If that's happening, let them go. If this group has time to review. This group has time to forgive. When you review, heal the past by writing over it and putting a blanket on top and going like, what's done is done, and I can soften the blow on my current energetic state. Forgiveness is not for the other person, honey. It is for you, because you don't want anything besides love in your frequency for manifestation. Chakra clearing, purification. You attracted that person in, and they treated you that way because you allowed your frequency allowed for that to happen. You expected that to happen. You believed that that was the love that you deserve. Subconsciously, deep down in your core, from past lives or past versions of yourself, in the way that past life is still very applicable as a term. Chakra clearing is also balancing and igniting the receptive side I'm feeling for this, and adding Reiki into the receptive side of the solar plexus, the sacral, the root, and the projection of the root and the sacral. So it's like a J, it's like a hook. You got to know your worth. And we're not talking about actively projecting your worth either. We're talking about letting it come to you, letting it find you. That's the projection of the root in particular. And the root has to agree with your sacral chakra, your divine sense of self. And you will receive confirmation effortlessly that you are worthy. But first you have to be willing to receive the worthiness in that solar plexus. You have to bring it in, filter through, and be able to say yes for yourself. Because when you enter a reunionized state, you want to be at a new level of self-understanding and self-awareness and self-love and self-compassion. You want to be able to let your shadow self rear its ugly head if the need arises. And you want to be able to prevent that from happening by knowing where you stand. And there's figuring that out because of your past. This forgiving and learning, it's also about the patriarchy, the paternal figures that really set a bad example for everyone. I'm sorry, fellas. The world is the way it is because men dominate women. If you respected women, you would respect the natural force that births everything. But you don't like what births. Because you can't birth. Oh, boo-hoo, cry me a river. Die off. I don't care. Die mad about it. May you not teach your anger to others. You may have learned anger. And this forgiving and learning, when you forgive your connection with the paternal patriarchy sort of structures, you heal your bond with the All-Father, and you heal your own divine masculine. And that is true across the board, whether you're a feminine or a masculine watching. So this is a period of self-reflection, self-healing, letting go, becoming clean. Enjoy this time, because when you unionize, if you unionize, you'll be triggered into another state, and how you handle it will be different than from before, which will allow for a different plateau of training your mind. You're going to open and balance your crown chakra, which will allow for different inspired thoughts, a lot of shifts happening around you. I'm sensing a lot of people, when that happens, you're going to realize that what you thought was your passion was just your ego clinging on to something. Major shifts, career shifts, interest shifts, social circle sort of shifts, ascension. Have fun with it. Alrighty, y'all. Take care. Rock on. I love you for loving yourself. You know where to find me for future personal guidance along the way. I love you to bits and pieces and back. Take care if you're popping off now. Group 4. With that shiny purity moonlight. What's going on? Okay, so you're definitely on a twin flame journey. And you have been very rigid. You've been egotistical. You have not been kind. Not in the ways that count, not in the ways that you're familiar with. You couldn't be kind in these ways because you're not familiar with them. So don't beat yourself up as you learn. But you have been a weight in this relationship. If you think it's the other person, take a look in the mirror, honey. Because you are not making it easier for them or for you to connect. You have a lot of blocks. And it comes from your expectations. Let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. Stop hitting the gas. Don't hit the brakes either. Right now, neither would serve. Jesus, take the wheel. Tap into the Christ consciousness. Release and ease into the unity of all things. And allow things to work out for you. You gotta stop thinking about this for now. You do. You're putting a lot of pressure on the bond just by thinking about it. Just by putting your time and energy where it ought to go to something else that will help you get rid of your dead weight. When you find yourself catching yourself talking or talking to or thinking about this person. So when you think about someone, you're talking to them on a 5D level. You're sending your energy their way. It's the thought that counts. It really does. So when you think thoughts about your twin, choose them kindly and wisely, and then set them down and refocus on the positive abundance you can attract in your own life. Take care of you. Don't just uplift the bond, uplift your whole side of the scale of the bond. That is your responsibility at this time. You want romance? There's potential for that. And only you can feed that potential right now. It doesn't matter what they're doing. It does not matter what they're doing. What are you doing? So the moonlight, travel, romance, and potential. You have to travel from one state of being to another. I'm seeing it energetically. I am seeing it very clearly. You have to stop. You have to stop being who you think you are and start becoming who you were born to be. And the moonlight is deep reflection. All right. This is the sunlight reflected so that the dark isn't so dark. It's not as bad as it could be. Life on this earth. So work with the moon energy in the reflective state and be willing to shut off, hence the darkness. Be alone. Not project your energy so very much. Not try to manipulate with your manifestations. Because it's not just about expecting how the other person to be or expecting what a relationship is or expecting how you ought to be in a relationship. This is about you and the rest of the world. Connect in. Allow receptive divine thoughts. Create a filter for yourself. See me for Reiki healing. I'm already giving y'all a Reiki boost in the root and the sacral and the solar plexus and the heart and in the third eye receptive side. Like y'all act out because you feel like you're not going to be replenished. So you feel like you have to make sure you are. Living the van lifestyle on a reading by reading basis. Thank you all to all those who support and get in line for a reading or a healing Reiki session. It would be mutually beneficial. Like, I have to remind myself that I will be fed every day. When I get a small batch of groceries, it's like, oh my God, I'm so taken care of. To go back to the old fables, the old records, Christ said, you know, don't worry so much about where you're going to get your clothes from. Spirit knows God knows what you need. Spirit knows what you need. Just like they know what the bird needs. The birds eat every day. And you are worthy of being alive in the kingdom of heaven, in God's creation, just as much as the birds. So why would you fret? You're not trusting spirit. And so that's the energy we're talking about here. It's the yearning, it's the grasping, and learning how to release, and learning how to connect in, and learning how to be the flow of love before you could ever anticipate, without expectation, a return of that love to you. God helps those that helps themselves. This world is a mirror. You gotta give to get, baby. You gotta spend money to make money. Only your true currency isn't money. It's your energy. It's your love. Give it to yourself first. Dissolve some of these trust issues, these blocks, and see what else you can create out of love around you for your own self. This is being selfish in a good way. Not in a way that acts out, manipulates, compares, which only focuses on a divide, which is not real. All right? Take care, rock on. I love you for loving yourself. Talk about purity. And I just did a meditation with the horses, and I was a unicorn. And so, like, this message is of pure love. Your third eye, what you see is not pure. So take control of how you see things in a pure form. Beautiful message. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'm sending you so much love. Group 4. I love you. Do you know that? Ain't no shame or blame ain't no shame or blame in the game. It's not even real. No. Like, I condemn thee not. Go and sin no more. Once you know, you know. You know? We all have to have the opportunity to change. And the opportunity to believe that we can change. Because that's our power. So much potential. Oh my God. Did you hear the raven? Alrighty, group 4. There it is. Truly. Take care. I didn't do an intro or an outro. If you would like to support the channel, please like, share, subscribe. Let people know that you appreciate the guidance, that I might be able to help them along their journey. You can get in line for a healing Reiki session or it's a healing personal card reading with yours truly. Information and descriptions about the services will be down below in the information box, as well as links to my PayPal account for energy exchange donations for free messages such as these. You can join me on Patreon for a Netflix sort of subscription for personal services I do on the 1st of every month. And you can join me on Facebook and Instagram for free daily insights to spiritual guidance. Is there anything else? No. Alrighty, there it is. Thank you to all who support. I would not survive without you. For now.